Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the behind the scenes Phil's Lawn Care Plus. They are bumping some music over there. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. In the construction business, there's always that one guy with a Bluetooth speaker. We got to go to an overgrown property. It's gonna be a pretty fun one. There's overgrown grass, edges, there's a tree that's down, and this is gonna be the challenging part. Is I told him that the tree is down. I don't know if we can bring it back up and stand it back up. I think it's like a I forgot what kind of species of tree it is, but anyways, we have to go over there and do our thing on the property. We have to grab the Toro blower. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab the batteries, because we might do some hedge trimming as well. We also need to grab the Toro trimmer and the Steel KM 131R. Oh, and finally, I haven't used this probably in a year or two, but it's a Steel MSA 200 chainsaw. Runs off of the AP series batteries. I also want to say thank you to whoever sent me this Kolea shovel. I don't use these kind of shovels. Let's see what it is. Well, of course, a spade, but it's a 45-inch shovel made in China. I don't use these kind of shovels. However, it will more than likely come in handy when I, when I, dig fence posts or anything like that, or even for like planting some trees. I think it'll come into handy. So thank you again so much. I've added it to my fleet. I'm gonna hang it up here with my other short shovel that I rarely use, but hey, every tool has its purpose and every tool eventually gets used. So I have a lot of tools in my toolbox that sit around, but when I need it, it's there. Okay, that's the most important thing. So thank you again so much. There was a name, I forgot to tape the tag onto the shovel because I was going to give you a shout out earlier. I know it's been a long time, but thank you again so much. If you want to send me something, I'll have a link in the description, or not a link, but in my P.O. box in the description down below, of where you can send me items that you think I need in my lawn care business. So we got basically everything loaded up. We just got to close it up. Give me 1 second. Try to do this one hand. Oh. Got the Stars loaded, the R700. I've honestly, ever since I got the Toro backpack blower, I've hardly had to use this. So I tried to mount my Toro backpack battery blower onto the equipment defender rack, but it doesn't work. It does not fit. So that's one thing I don't like about the Toro backpack blower, is that it doesn't fit on an equipment defender rack, but it's okay. We got the Steel RMA 510. I actually need to take the battery out of it. And charge it. Let's see how many cells it's at. Wow. AP 500S battery, the most powerful battery Steel makes for these, is dead. Yeah, I forgot to charge it yesterday. Here's my messy truck. Got all my video equipment, Steel, BGA 86. Let's see what battery is somewhat good. So this one. The cool thing about my truck is it's got a built-in power inverter, but I also have a spare Jackery Explorer 1500. That comes in handy. But we're gonna put this battery into the Steel RMA 510. This is gonna be hard. Well, you might not see it, but it's in there now. And of course the Toro Multi-Force 2 Steel KMA 135Rs with dry wraps installed. Dry wraps help to keep the equipment protected from all the elements. And of course, more stuff in the bed of the truck. So yeah, I need to figure out, I might get a equipment defender rack or mount for the chainsaw, but see, I hardly ever use a chainsaw. That's the thing. All it will do is leak bar oil everywhere, and I don't want bar oil all over my trailer. So yeah, anyways, now it's time to go to the property. All right, we arrived. Try my best to not show any addresses to kind of keep it safe. There's the fallen tree. Let's go look at it, but yeah, this grass. Crazy. Yeah, there's no saving this. I think it just snapped down at the base there. What? Needs to be chopped up and hauled away. Got some rock beds. All the weeds need to be pulled. Here's the right side. So there's no entrance to the back. Oh, it's completely soaking wet here. Someone's overwatering. You can probably hear that. Big project, big project. I'll have to run my mower with my bagger. I don't want to shoot any weeds into the neighbor's yard. Looks like he does a pretty fair job of keeping it weed free. So, of course, weeds. Some of these low-hanging branches need to be cut. I don't even know. This whole place is a mess. So, disaster. Let's go look at the back. Some more tall grass here. Might not look like it, but this is all fescue. And when it gets super wet and tall, it likes to lay down like carpet. Look at that. Nice and soft. So let's go ahead, and it is completely soaking wet. I don't even know if, oh boy, oh there we go. Oh, hard to open the alright, so yeah, something like this definitely want to mow when it's dry. It's completely wet. I don't know if I'll have to return. It's like a swamp over here. Look at that. We might have a leaking sprinkler somewhere. I hear water. Oh, maybe that's just under my feet. Yeah, so overwatering, not mowing. Homeowner has no idea what's going on. He's out of state. No one's keeping up, giving him updates on the property. So it's our job to save the day and take care of the property. So, man, it is super wet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the tree, and by the time we're done with the tree, we probably have to take it to a waste management center and drop it off there. That's what I'll do. I'll start with the tree and then come back and finish the lawn later today. Because man, my feet are completely soaked. My pants are completely soaked. Let's get to cutting the tree. And again, this is behind the scenes, so I gotta do some footage on my phone for the main channel. And I'm just so super excited to see how this project will turn out. So hope you got a good sneak peek there. let's begin working. Loaded up a bunch of tree limbs, a garbage can full of weeds. I don't know if these have been planted or if they're just wild. They kind of look wild to me, but I'm not going to take that risk. So again, we pulled essentially all the weeds. What was that?
You do this for a private business?
Yeah, it's my own. Yeah.
You have a card?
Yeah. Are you looking for some work or?
Well, I live here.
Uh-huh.
But I've just never known anybody around here that does landscaping and stuff, and every now and then I have like a little question or something that maybe I could use help in.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know. And I saw your truck here today. I mean, this place has been dying for a long time.
Yeah, I do free lawn makeovers for people, create content out of it. And I saw this one driving by. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna locate the owner, see.
What'd you find out? We have no idea what's going. The people that lived here, Billy, they moved out like 2 months ago. And it's been locked down ever since. So we have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But they've just let this thing go. I hope they're going to either sell it or rent it or do something.
All right. So, as I was saying, lifted this tree here and everything's in the truck. I got to go to the waste management, dump it all. But hey, walk-ups, people always wanting service. But he said the tree could have been saved about a year ago. It started to lean, and like you guys have heard, he said if you jacked it up maybe with the jack or something, you could have straightened it out, but over time it just folded. So yep, you know, it is what it is. Time to head to the dump, let this place dry out. And he also told me that the sprinklers are busted, so that's one more thing I have to inform the homeowner is you need to have someone come out here and look at the sprinkler system. So anyways, I'm headed out. Gotta take all this stuff to the dump. And there's our spot. That's where the all the green goes. All right, had to side unload it. Hopefully you enjoyed that unload video. Now we're headed to pay. So put your guesses in the comments how much it's going to cost me to dump all of these wood branches. I'm thinking, I want to guess. Oh, shoot. First time here, not sure where to go. I think it's this way. Oops. Yeah, first time here. Oh, and I just dropped my wallet. Hold on. Okay, put your guesses, all right? I'm thinking $15. $6.30. Not too bad. So now I'm gonna go home because it's 9:49. I want to wait till the afternoon to mow this property, so I'm gonna wait till probably like 2 or 3 o'clock. What I do know is what I don't need, and that is the Toro Multi-Force. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my storage unit, drop off what I don't need. I don't need the chainsaw anymore. So I'll drop that off and just drop off things that, well, I don't need. I don't know if I'll need my garbage can even, so I'll drop that off. But just kind of unload a little bit, go home, eat some lunch, and then come back to that property and service it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. That was fun. So you get the things done that you can, where the weather doesn't really affect you, the condition of the soil, the condition of the grass doesn't affect, like tree trimming and all that can be done while everything is wet. So I think a quarter of the job is done. Something like that. Man, this is actually a pretty challenging property. I would rather mow a very tall lawn versus a super thick lawn. That's what we just mowed. A super thick lawn that's full of clover, full of all kinds of weeds. There's probably not a weed that isn't in this lawn. And on top of that, remember when I was telling you it was super wet? Well, look, there's some tire lines. It gets worse. I literally waited until the afternoon to come by and service this property, but it's retaining so much moisture. The clover and all the weeds and all the grass retain so much moisture that it's all clumped together and folded. Look at all these weeds. It's so thick here. It's still wet, super soaked in the corner. You know, very poor drainage here as well. I'm sure the neighbors and this person's sprinklers go off. I'm guessing there's like a busted line, or I've already seen a few busted heads. We collected almost a bed full of grass. I mean, clover, you name it, is in here. This whole property needs an extensive amount of work to the lawn and to the sprinklers. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the back, let the front dry out a bit, and then hit the front one more time with a bagging system. What was that? New renter?
No, I'm showing it, so I'm trying to get it rented out.
I see.
But yeah, someone's coming, should be here in a few minutes, but yeah, showing it before was pretty rough. There was like, when I pulled up, like a flock of birds living in the lawn.
Dude,
So
that's crazy.
did you get rid of the tree too, or was that some?
Got rid of it
Oh, okay,
this
thanks.
morning, yeah.
Thanks. So you do it all. You do more than just landscaping. You do tree removal.
Well, I didn't pull it out, but I cut it up.
Okay.
And I don't remove, like, pull out trees or anything
Right,
like that,
right.
but,
No, that's perfect. Yeah,
No,
because it was effed.
yeah, no, it was gone.
Yeah.
If you want, I mean, I can, you
gotta
probably tell the management company
Yeah.
that some of the heads are busted. The neighbor came out. It was
Okay.
Like every morning,
Oh,
water's just shooting
crap.
up out of it.
Okay. Good to know.
And I think there might be some leaks. I don't know in the water.
Okay. Do you do sprinklers? Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's irrigation companies, Sprinklers
Okay.
Northwest.
Cool, cool. You got a card?
Yeah.
Well, so I bet this was a decent one because it
it was-
looked horrendous. So.
It's gonna be a good video.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen that where dudes will go up to like people's houses where their lawn just looks like crap, and they'll say, "Hey, I'll just do your lawn for free."
Yep.
And you know, it's like it's a good idea.
Well, I'm gonna be. Are you showing right now?
They should be here unless they're no. I'm actually going to be hanging out because I had a 2:30 and then a 3:30. But you can do your thing. It's not a big deal at all.
Okay.
But yeah. So if we get in your way, let me know. But we'll just be going inside and yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, finished up. Even more grass now, completely full bed. Need to go back to the dump for round 2. But here's what it looks like. Much better in my opinion. Mowed it again. I even saw some stripes. So we initially cut it down, we mulched it, we raked it into one big pile, hauled all the clippings away, and then I came around with my bagging system and bagged it all. So it's just those small little details are what matters most. But you want to hear the crazy thing? And you'll hear this on my main channel too. The crazy thing is there's a management company behind this home. And the guy pulled up, like you saw and heard. And he's like, we've been trying to, you know, this home hasn't been successful in being rented out. And I'm like, no wonder. I mean, I didn't say it like that, but I was just like, I was speechless. I was like, I wonder why, you know? And let me turn down my air conditioning. It's hot. 80 degrees out, but it is humid. When you mow stuff like this and it's super thick, it holds a lot of moisture, and then that moisture gets lifted up and you're breathing all that moisture. It's like but anyways, yeah, it wasn't being rented out. Guess what? He told me that he has 2 showings, and I was like halfway done. I'm like, really, man? Like, and so he showed it to people while it was still like a jungle, and I was just like, what's the point? What's the point of showing a home that is completely unready? Like, okay, if the inside is ready, but the outside has to be ready too, right? I mean, my wife and I rented for close to 4, maybe 5 years. And praise the Lord, we're actually moving into a house. So we bought a house. But we've been renting for 4 or 5 years, and every home that we went to had the lawn like nice and manicured. I mean, it wasn't pristine, but it was cut. If I showed up to a home like this and it was completely overgrown, I wouldn't even want to look inside. Because if the home on the outside is not well maintained, you can probably expect the inside to be not maintained as well. So I would turn around and walk or leave and drive off, but people still viewed it, and I'm just shocked. I'm just in disbelief that you know, rental management companies do this. But again, it's not my business. They can operate it the way they want to, and I'm not trying to hinder or alter their business or how they operate. I'm just saying, if I was a management company, man, I would get this thing looking perfect before I would have anybody look at it, because you never know, it could hinder your potential prospects that will move in to this home and rent it out. So I shake my head, but again, I'm just here to mow the grass, be a blessing, being a blessing to the homeowner, one, and being a blessing to the property management company. And I gave them my business card, so maybe we'll get even more projects in. But yeah, I don't know, didn't feel right about that. Did not feel right about that. But however, I want this neighborhood to look nice and pretty as well, so did it for the neighbors. I know this guy over here probably really likes that I did the side, so who's calling me? Anyways, I don't know if this video is going to end here. I got to wash my equipment for sure. If I have nothing else, then we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.